Checking mic number one. Mic number one. Check Michael number one. The best Michael in the world. Ooh, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mustard and SpaghettiOs. Hello, Docu-Commentarians. You thought we left you. You thought that we were gone forever. But guess what? We're back. And you know what? We missed you.
We did. God, we missed you.
We missed you so much.
Oh, I don't even mind you smell so much anymore.
Yeah, we went out for a pack of cigarettes, and you know what? Just like things kept coming up. You know how it is.
A lot of things.
I mean, I missed a couple of your birthdays, and
we apologize for that.
What do you want me to do? What do you want presents? You want me to backlog presents to you for the holidays that I missed as a podcaster?
All we can offer is this episode. That's all we can offer you.
Yeah.
We can offer you the presents of this episode.
And you guys...
dirty
Docu-Commentarians. You know why we're really back is, I hate to be the one to break this to you. Somber moment here, really quick. If you hadn't heard, we are about 4 months into a goddamn global pandemic.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't want to be the first one to tell anybody, but on the same hand, I want people to know. It's important.
It'd be crazy if you were the first person to tell. Somebody actually just was like, what?
There's people listening to this like, goddamn, if I didn't... Well, you know what?
I thought it was weird.
You know what, though, today, is I did have a booker... I'm getting into this because I'm fired up about it.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I had a booker book me for a gig in... and there's going to be background noise because it's hot as hell in our apartment. So
yeah, we're just in our living room.
Just a couple sweaty docu-commentarians here. By the way, I'm Travis Nelson.
I'm Chase Myers.
Yeah, we are comedians, or we used to be before the pandemic destroyed
our lives. We don't really know what we are anymore.
We're just a couple buddies, just some sweaty buds.
Just want to watch documentaries. That's what we want to do for a little bit.
It's the hardest soy boys around. We're here to watch a documentary with you. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Brian Dennis, who's one of our favorite people, and we miss him so much. He worked security at Parlor Comedy Club while that was open. That closed, and then he started working at Tacoma, which made me so happy because it's very rarely that you like really click with the security guy or like the door guy.
He's the perfect security guy.
Yeah, he's big.
He's the perfect comedy club security guard. He's like a comedy snob too. He knows good comedy,
which is so important.
Yeah, he doesn't. As far as I know, does he? He doesn't. Dennis doesn't perform. Yeah, he doesn't want to perform.
You know how rare that is?
He just loves comedy. Good for him, man.
Brian's perfect.
Brian's a great guy.
I love Brian to death. I love giving him a hug every time I see him. I hope he's doing well.
At some point in his life, he blocked Dennis Rodman, and
that's right. You know what? He actually played college basketball with my brother-in-law, and I just found that out.
Damn.
Yeah. Me and Brian go way back, apparently. But we love you, Brian. Hope you're doing well, buddy. This podcast is dedicated to you. But I was telling you, I had a booker. You were talking about people not understanding the pandemic. I feel like I'm being gaslit because people, like, still 4 months in have no idea. I had this booker who had me booked to do a show, and when she originally booked me for it, she was like, I can only pay you $100 because of pandemic, whatever. And I was like, well, I really only headlined for 200 and above.
That's right.
Embarrassing to say. That's not even a lot of money. Like, if you want me to headline your bar, I'll do it for cheap. But, like, 200 is cheap, right? Like, half of that? Half of my lowest possible rate?
Yeah, man.
But we wound up making a deal where I was like, I'll do, like, 20 minutes. And she's like, all right, that'll work. And I was just like, I'll just do
that comedy equation.
Yeah.
What's my stage time worth in actual money?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going to be about
$100 every 20
minutes. Like, people aren't going to know what hit them. But and then I had assumed it was canceled because we live in Washington and everything's shut down.
And they're like, no fun.
No one. Stay inside.
Yeah.
Stare at a wall. Think about yourself and your life, and grow as a person. That's what it's about for Washingtonians.
No one should be laughing.
No, unless you're listening to this fabulous podcast.
No one should be laughing in person.
No,
you could spit on somebody.
Yeah, don't spit on people either. In general, it's not good.
It never was good.
For a while, we were all doing it. For a while, everybody was spitting, trying to get in each other's mouths.
Look, I'm the first to say that I went out of control with it for a little bit. I mean,
You did. I had to buy new clothes.
It's true.
Whole new outfit. I got a bunch of rain jackets. It's like
Some ponchos.
I gotta be prepared for Chase every day. Just sitting in my living room, it's gonna come out firing like a goddamn camel.
I'm passionate.
But yeah,
It comes through my speech.
He's got very soft lips.
Yeah,
So
like I get range on it too.
well, I'd assume this gig was canceled because literally everything I
Because
had.
the world's canceled.
Everything.
Yeah.
Every gig I had on the calendar, every other gig.
I have no gigs for the rest of my life right now.
Me neither. No, it's all canceled. I'm sorry if that makes you sad, but that's what we're living with right now.
Look,
so,
we're dealing with it.
Yeah. Chin up.
Buck up
Yeah.
at home. All right.
We are. Yeah,
Comedy will be back one day.
she came back to me today and said, look, we're still doing the show, but we're not allowed to do the show, so we're going to do a secret show.
An illegal show.
Yeah, and I just have to check and make sure you're okay with that because obviously the state can't know or the bar will get shut down. And I said, no, period. That's what I sent back because absolutely fucking not.
That's sensible.
Yeah, I mean, cases have only gotten worse. Like, it just...
How about that?
Yeah, I
no?
didn't even think to
No.
add anything else. I just said no.
No.
It's a bad idea.
I can't possibly need to explain myself.
Right, and then she came back with, even if everyone is socially distanced? And I was like, you want me to trust people who are willing to sneak out and go to a secret live event when that's not legal to do because of the pandemic that's murdering? Like, I have family members who have COVID, dude. Like, I was like, no, this is a very real thing.
Yeah.
We can't just play peekaboo with it. Like, and I just went off. I mean, it was just kind of like, you, first of all, you're trying to pay me $100 to break the goddamn law to go out amongst all these people who may or may not be wearing masks. I don't know. I kind of assume they're not gonna be if they're gonna be at this live event that's not allowed.
Oh, they're gonna spit on you.
Yeah, no, everyone's gonna try. They're gonna be like Chase 2 years ago, just spitting all over me. That's canon.
What's it called? Is it a spittoon? Is that what?
Yeah, walking spittoon, man. That's me. That's canon in this podcast.
The world was my spittoon.
I had rain boots full to the brim, just slapping her against my legs, sloshing around.
Just ting, ping, 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 just everywhere.
I still got some if you need some of Chase's DNA.
I can commit no crimes.
I'm watching you. Yeah, but anyways, I went back and forth, and it was crazy to me because she wouldn't let it go. And I told her, like, no, that's crazy. And it sucks that you're a booker and that's the venue. And it comes down to me, the comedian, to say this is the
most sensible person to do it.
I'm the least. Don't make me be a sensible person. That's not what I want.
Everyone knows the comedian is the level-headed one.
I don't want to be the sensible person. But yeah, I said that, and then then she got all upset, and I hit her hard, and I was just like, look, my career's essentially over right now, and I'm trying to find a day job for the first time in 6 years because people aren't taking this seriously, and you're trying to make me a part of that. And she completely backed off, but it was crazy to me because what she said back was, oh, sorry, I haven't had my face glued to a TV screen. Because I sent her a graph of like where the cases were at in Washington.
You did?
Yeah. No, this fucking idiot needs to know. So I sent it to her because I'm like, no, things have gotten worse. Because she tried to say, oh, if you didn't feel comfortable performing in a pandemic, you should never have booked this. And I was like, it's gotten way worse since we booked it.
It got so bad that they don't allow you to do this.
Yeah.
They don't allow you to do the show.
In fact, that's why you're not. That's why we're talking about this right now. That's what made me so mad. And she's like, oh, sorry, I don't know. I'm like, you're literally hit me up today telling me we're not allowed to do the show because of the pandemic. And you didn't even. I didn't have my eyes glued to a TV screen. I just Googled pandemic. And it was the first thing that came up.
It turns out there's a bunch of hits.
Oh, man. Don't be fucking dumb, guys. Be smart. Be careful. Stay safe. And the reason why we're starting this podcast again, to be honest with you, is we think it's you. We think it's your fault. We think you're all very dirty. And you got mad that we quit the podcast. We quit you. And so you decided until the podcast came back, you were going to create a pandemic with your dirty bodies and brains and minds and lungs.
It took us a while to figure it out, but you know what? Loud and clear.
We got the cigarettes.
Message is loud and clear, guys.
Got the cigarettes, and we're back.
What's the word, baby bird?
There it is. I thought you'd come in with more energy. It's fine you didn't, because I got the energy over here, Chase.
I thought I laid it in pretty smooth.
Yeah, it was really smooth, but I lacked energy.
Smooth's my thing, though.
The Louisiana smooth bird.
Yeah. That's what they always called me. That's what you guys have been saying, right?
You just have gotten wrong this whole time. Like, yeah, what do they say about me? Smooth bird? Yeah, that's what I like. No, he's the Louisiana slow bird.
What's the word, baby bird?
There it is. You see that energy? That's what I was looking for.
I could turn it on, dude.
I knew
I'm sorry.
you could. That's why I was upset with you. All right. So what we're going to watch today is a documentary that we've both watched.
Yes.
But I wanted this to be the one that we watch when we come back. So the documentary is called Team Foxcatcher. And by the way, if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, what you're going to want to do is pause the video, go right to the comments, and just go ahead and write a mean comment right now. Because this isn't the video you get to watch for free. We're
not uploading the documentary for you.
No. This is me and Chase talking and giving commentary over the documentary as we watch it. So if you're going to enjoy this, you're going to have to watch the documentary along with us. We'll tell you when to press play.
You in on that?
Yeah. Can you do that for us? We're back for you. Are you there for us? Let's join. This is where it starts. This is where we come together as a nation and we combat the pandemic and everything else that's going on right now. Do you think they can hear all those police sirens outside?
I hope they can.
Hi, we're in Seattle.
That's the real world, okay? I'm going to get hit with a rubber bullet while we fucking record this.
Yeah, for real. No, me and Chase might not live much longer, so you guys better get on board with this.
By the end of this, I'm going to go out there and put my pussy on the pavement for peace.
Don't put things from your other podcast into this.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it on there.
Yeah, you did.
Not to those words.
Yes, you did.
Not that word.
I just listened to it. I just listened to you say that.
I thought it was all right. Well, then okay. Then you called me on it.
By the way, Chase.
I thought that was something I've just said in life. I didn't realize that I said that on the podcast.
You said that on the other podcast. Or Josh said it.
It's still gold regardless. I'm not retiring it. I got at least.
No, I loved it.
It's got another 2 weeks at least.
I loved it when I was out for a walk and I was listening to it and I laughed and I spit on an old man.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
the only reaction I wanted.
If there's one way to honor Chase, it's spitting on people. So the documentary we're watching today is Team Foxcatcher, but I am going to plug Chase has another podcast that is really good. I mean,
Thank you, sir.
I'm his roommate and I listen to it, which
I do appreciate.
It's a huge dork thing to do. I should discourage him at all costs, but I really do like the podcast. And it's him and Josh Watts. It's called Buckets of Ducats.
Yeah.
They just put out episode 12, and it's my favorite episode.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We usually put out weekly, mostly every Monday. Don't hold me to that tight, but every week for sure.
But that's not what we're doing here. We're watching Team Foxcatcher. And the little blurb says, with never-before-seen home video, this film recounts the paranoid downward spiral of John du Pont and the murder of Olympic wrestler Dave Schultz. And this is a comedic podcast, and obviously there's a murder that happens, and that's sad.
We're gonna play around with it a little bit.
You got to trust us with this. We're pretty good. So the way this works is we're going to count down, and we're going to tell you exactly when we start the documentary, so you started at the exact same time. And if there's any kind of buffering, I'll let you know, but we'll get pretty close. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, now it's buffering. I'll tell you when it starts, and it started right now. Cool. Here we go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. First docu-commentary.
Let's go, you fucking wrestling dork. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Going down the main drive of the DuPont estate. Horses on both sides.
Just peaceful.
One of the richest families in the world.
This main drive is just so pretty.
Nothing to ever ruin that.
Nope. It's always going to be a pretty drive.
Well,
There's our sweet old house. We've had a lot of fun here.
what a sweet video this is.
It's a huge house. Oof. All burned up.
Man, that house has had better days.
Yeah. That is a 2020 house. Weird cavern here. Man, I would never go into like an abandoned house like that, no matter where it was.
Yeah.
I just assumed there would be.
There's gonna be
someone
some kind
jerking off
of
inside.
there's gonna be some kind of critter for sure.
Just a raccoon with a clown mask over its
Yeah.
face, jerking off with his little weird hand, washing his hands in the sink.
Something bad happened here.
Yeah, this is ominous. Like, I forgot that they got into it this fast. I thought they built up to it more.
Tell the story in reverse.
Yeah, they gotta Tarantino this. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, look. All right, we could talk about me murdering people later. All
Yeah.
right.
Look, we got time. I don't respect him.
No deal. That's the way it should be.
You're gonna have to come shoot me right in the face. Head of state. International war. You just shot a dude.
It's making sense to me.
You're just on the same like psychopathic wavelength.
Yo, in war, dude, you gotta fucking. It's either you or them, you know.
Chase, I've seen Chase writing diplomatic papers all the time.
Yo, I have manifestos galore.
The John Du Pont story begins here in the rolling woodland of Pennsylvania.
He made so much money.
An acre estate that the Du Pont family have called home for 3/4 of a century.
3/4.
Sitting among the trees,
That's how you say it, man.
I mean, 75 years is just so much. I don't even math.
Yeah, it's 3/4 of a century.
Oh, you'd be proud of me today. They made me take a math test at my interview.
No shit.
Yeah, and I nailed it. And I didn't even give a shit about it. I just
Look at you.
yeah. Chase is good at math. I'm bad at math, so it made me excited.
My goal is to teach the youth of America not only
Looks like Dana Carvey's turtle character. Turtle.
What a great speech. We're all gonna be champions.
where most of you entered, where Mr. John du Pont will do the official ribbon cutting.
let me congratulate John du Pont on his constant, everlasting, generous philanthropy.
We love all the money he gives us.
Man, that money's good.
The equivalent of our royal family, so to speak, and he was the prince. In my younger days, I saw John for the first time walking down the pool deck. It's like there's the picture of someone who's fit, athletic, healthy, vibrant, and
That's not what I'm seeing.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
doing good things for people.
That looks like a dude who gets naked in the YMCA bathroom.
I've seen this guy before. That boy Dave.
Created the sports program on the farm, developed all these facilities, and then he discovered wrestling.
It is weird that he like wrestling was his big thing. That's what he like latched onto. I guess it's the masculinity of it.
Just gonna climb up you. USA. USA.
remember really why John became as interested in wrestling as he did. His mother was very much against it.
Well, there you go.
When he was a kid, in high school. And part of it, I think, was
Look, son, you get a boner every single time. No one talks about it, but we're uncomfortable with it.
I just love a man who rebels as a grown man by getting into wrestling.
Yeah.
I'll show you my.
I'm going to get into high school wrestling.
That's that dude right there.
Yeah, this guy's a beast.
Like, if wrestling's the game, Dave Schultz was the player. Dave really just embodied the spirit of the sport.
Yeah, Dave was.
Yeah, Dave fuck you up.
I mean, he was a sort of a hippie wrestler. It was weird.
He was very peace and love when he wasn't snapping people's arms.
Gotta have a balance, you know?
Yeah. What is he?
What is this? It was
Did they
this
just? I mean, he
song.
can't smoke weed, right?
Pretty sure he's tested.
Yeah.
I remember going to his room, and I'm seeing these trophies, like world trophies, and pictures of the Soviet Union and all this. I'm like, wait a minute, you don't just wrestle, you're really good. He's like, yeah, I like it.
I like it.
That's how I like women to find out about stand-up. My stand-up.
I bring him into my trophy room.
Yeah, make them look at my trophies.
I wanted to be a partner in that process. So all of a sudden, we were all over the world.
Dave's up for training. Going to get one more run in. He's going to run up that hill he just filmed from.
You know, Dave was kind of this guy that used to hobble along with a goofy grin and the shuffle and the kind of the little handshake before you stepped out.
Like, snap your ankle.
Do you think his body hair helped him?
Oh, it definitely is an advantage for sure. You slide off of him, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's.
Interesting human being.
Get some in your eye.
Got a little bit in there, yeah, for sure. Get some out of your mouth. Got a,
But, you know, a genius freak when it came to wrestling, you know, and you ask him any question you wanted about wrestling, and he could give you 10 different answers that
yeah, pin him to the ground.
to whatever problem you had.
Yeah, yeah. In that situation, you want to pin him to the ground.
Get his legs off by dropping this leg out and throwing one off with this foot. Turn belly down. He's done.
That is crazy about wrestlers.
It's
is-
technical.
It is so technical and it's so fast.
Yeah.
I used to live with a bunch of wrestlers and I hated it because they would like try to wrestle me all the time.
Oh, what a nightmare,
Yeah, it was horrible. One of them broke my bed.
dude.
He like suplexed my other roommate. Like,
Oh, I'd
through
be
my
terrified.
doorway
Just
onto my bed
24/7.
and, like broke my bed. I was bigger than all of them, so I would just yell at him. But I was so mad.
Oh man, you're scared to run out to the bathroom in the middle of the night, like.
You know, picking their brains.
Dave learned how to speak Russian because he wanted to hear what the Russians
You wanted to talk shit.
because, you know, they're the best coaches in the world. What are they saying? Russia's
Steroids.
50 world championships. They only started in the 50s. But once they started,
Yeah, go back and watch our Icarus episode.
that brings the team to score now to 11-9 in favor of the Soviet Union over the United States.
The problem with wrestling in the United States was that when our guys got to a certain age level, they had to drop out of the sport in order to support their families. Whereas the foreign
There you go, be a pro wrestler.
Eastern Bloc countries,
Woo! Get your play fight after you dedicated your life to the real one that makes no money. That's called amateur wrestling. That's so crazy to me that that's amateur wrestling
I know, right?
and WWE is professional wrestling.
The one thing I've learned living in America is that everything makes a lot of sense.
Oh, it always works out. Like, so I'm pretty sure you don't see him anywhere in this, but around this time, like Kurt Angle is there.
Chase is watching this looking for his favorite wrestler.
He's in there. He was wrestling for Team USA during the same time as this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought
Yeah,
you were
he-
just bullshitting.
No, he won the gold medal in '96.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the one guy that actually was an amateur wrestler that became a pro wrestler and was like great. Yeah.
Well, you learn things on this
A
show.
little bit for you guys.
I like that this guy has some cookies in front of him.
Yo, he's like, I'll do your damn interview. I want 14 chocolate chip cookies
It's got to be Pepperidge Farms.
and 2 macadamia nut.
No, I'm a horse.
I hate this.
The worst part of my day.
Please stop.
John started inviting individuals one at a time to come live in the house.
Hey, come live in my house, man.
What a weird rich dude thing to do.
First time I met John, he said, "Come on out to Pennsylvania as soon as you can. You know, I want you to see the farm and see the facilities, and you know, I'd like to talk about coming out there."
We've just landed in Philadelphia. Welcome. We hope you have a pleasant stay. Please fly us again soon.
Flew into Philly, get a limo pick me up.
When you fly into Philly, they don't say that. They make you say it. That's what that was.
I didn't know much about DuPont themselves, the family and the history, but it sure picks you up quickly with, wow, we're talking some serious wealth.
Yeah, one of the richest families in the world.
2,000 acres of just rolling.
I don't know if you've ever heard the company DuPont.
Does it ring a bell at all?
Here we are at the training center of Foxcatcher. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Off to Russell we go.
They built this $1 million wrestling facility on the 350 by
They invited 2 dudes over.
weight room, locker room, and offices, and I mean, it was amazing.
This is the training room.
I mean, when you first got there, that must have been so cool.
Dude, this goes to my theory with cults. This is very cult-like. You want to get in the beginning. Like, this is awesome. These first couple months are all good. Get in, get that training, then get the hell out of there.
Under my floor mats in my old van, looking for
On to the next cult.
my Big Mac on a coupon, 2 for $1, $1.25. Now,
Dude, don't you talk so matter of fact to me.
It's John's philosophy that if he can do away with some of the hindrances that these athletes have, then they can concentrate on training.
If I become their god,
That one day the U.S. will be the #1 wrestling.
I mean, if you haven't
we'll
watched
beat
this,
Russia.
if this is your first time watching this documentary, you have no idea how crazy this is about to get.
So we thought, well, this is it. This is what we need to be the best. It's gonna be real hard.
You have no idea.
Oh boy.
Television, bring in the best wrestlers in the world, the best coaches in the world. And I really didn't believe it at first. He was telling me he was going to bring Dave Schultz in. And I said, really? As soon as he said that, I said, okay, I'm in. You know.
You bring the
Hairy Dave
hairy one
Schultz.
in, I'm in.
You can't handle the hair.
I picked up the telephone one day and I called Palo Alto, California. And I got Dave Schultz on the telephone.
Dave just thought it was an
So how much do you cost, Dave?
this DuPont guy hit
I'll fund your life.
other advanced
No negotiation. Give me a number.
I want you, Dave. I want you on my compound, Dave.
Foxcatcher as an athlete, I train here. I work with DuPont and Humphrey. They put a training program together for me, and I also assist in other ways. I help out with athletes, coaching, and that's about it.
Mostly just wrestling.
I'm just wrestling all the time, you know.
Big part of the wrestling here.
I want to be the world champion in 1991 and the Olympic champion in 1992.
Well, you're not going to be in '96. We know that.
Yeah, we know who's gonna be gold in.
Before all my hair falls out.
Buddy, I got good news for you. You've got more where that came from.
Got plenty of hair, man.
Wanted to be the face of the program.
Well, what a, I mean, there's no better face.
Yeah.
Dave was really the charisma, the character, the person that attracted everybody around the world to Foxcatcher.
How much hair's on your back?
Take that shirt off right now.
Take that shirt off, dude. I'll tell you if I respect you or not.
Come and join Team Foxcatcher for a couple of years.
Hi, my name Valentin Giordano. Team Foxcatcher is a good friend. Okay.
All right.
Vallo was an amazing athlete. The first time he got on top of me, he just grabbed me and picked me up off the mat.
Whoa.
He's a little guy. How did that can't happen. This guy's special.
Just strong as hell.
Pick up whoever I want.
It's got that Bulgarian strength.
Spin you around.
We didn't have oxen. I had to till the fields myself.
Другата страна ми говори на руски човек. Дейв каза Валя, може ли да дойде до Штатите?
Dave and Vallo became very close friends as well. You know, they had a common bond. Dave could speak Russian, and Vallo didn't necessarily speak the greatest English.
Dave could speak Russian. That's interesting.
Yeah, you wanted to hear the other coaches, remember?
The Bulgarian and the American. Playing naked together in the morning.
Tale as old as time.
Условията бяха прекрасни.
Always naked.
Yeah, a bunch of naked kids.
Always a bunch of naked
That's how you run a wrestling
Bulgarians.
camp.
The main house because I look at Alexander and Danny and Nancy as family.
Old Xander.
Here's my house. Quiet little spot.
Here's the house the rich guy gave me.
Yeah, I mostly wrestle.
People living in those houses and they were all wrestlers. And so I'd get out there and go from one house to the next house and hang out and talk and party.
Is that a wrestler?
Once Foxcatcher was created, I mean, once people came and everybody started training together, it truly was a sports utopia.
Yeah, I mean that seems like it would be the
Oh yeah, I mean that's
just so cool just to have
we
it.
you know we just shitting all over it for the fuck of it, but I mean I'd jump all over that.
Oh yeah.
Somebody just decided to just fund a comedy tour for us.
Yeah. No, they're handling it. That's
Yeah.
why I like. That's why I chose
Yeah.
the documentary.
You know what he's done for all the guys on the
Like,
team. They're
just whenever you come back from tour, you gotta stay at my compound. Like ah.
friends over the years.
I'm your dad now.
Part of it, you know, the friendship that he has with all of his athletes.
It's good to see what it's like to be in a plane.
Yeah.
It's been a while. See, you can kind of tell he's already lost it.
Yeah, something's not good in his eyes. Look at
Yeah.
his. You know.
He kind of had like a dopey, goofy manner of speech earlier, and now that he's older, I mean, the kill doesn't help.
It's not a good piece of tape.
Yeah.
Athletes who could stay with the sport longer because they could afford to do it.
The oldest wrestler in USA, 23 years old. That was the thing with basketball for the longest time was for whatever reason the Olympics wouldn't allow our pros to play.
Yeah.
And so it'd be these grown men beating up on our 21-year-olds. I mean,
The same with hockey, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
USA still won a lot of still won gold a lot, but
Well, yeah, man. We invented
the last time they didn't, that was whenever they were like, all right, we're getting Jordan.
it. Time to stop messing around. That cost $50,000.
I wish you wouldn't have done that.
If I tried too hard to do something, I fell at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't try hard, man.
When they wrestle, they try to do something right, fell at it.
See,
Oh, wise one.
Instinctively, they get right.
he's got a weird way of speaking now.
Yeah, I mean, this seems to be at the beginning of the compound, and he's out of his mind
Yeah.
immediately. This guy invited him.
That's why he needed Dave. That's that's kind of the interesting thing about this documentary is this isn't the way they frame it, but they don't frame it as the wrestlers kind of using him.
Yeah.
But I very much feel like they just.
I mean, how could you turn that down? How could you turn that off or
I
down?
know.
Yeah.
I know. You just try to keep it all together as long as you can. Yeah, he's.
A little different.
He's got mental disease. He needs help.
A lot of the things he did were
I know she didn't answer the question. Does that mean he's a bad guy? Cut to somebody else.
With his car.
Just drove his car into the pond.
Thought that he just was going too fast, ended up in the pond.
You know. Checks out.
The car company that he had bought it from gave him a loaner.
I mean, you didn't even take him to get a medical check.
A high up official in wrestling.
But
He told him to get in the back seat, and he did the exact same thing. Drove the thing in the pond.
The fuck?
cars go in ponds.
News.
Du Pont in pond.
behavior, and we all saw it, and we thought, man, isn't that funny? You know, he drove his car into the lake, ran into the lake.
Why did you think that? Twice. Why did you think that twice?
You just had
Man.
sometimes where, you know, there was the normal John, and then there's the John that's just, you know, you don't know what you're going to get that day, and people would walk on pins and needles, not knowing what.
I don't like the way he paces around. I don't like the hat.
You'd have a bunch of people all
Man, just feather in a hat.
or worse. On the days when John du Pont
Hey, look, it's the owner and founder of Levi Strauss.
great.
I missed it.
John was down or acting wacky, then you better, you know, kind of spunk her down here and deal with it. John's on a rampage. I mean, everyone else would kind of say, yeah, he's a little strange, and Dave always saw the good in the guy. He was the
Dave
guy
always saw the money in the guy.
Yeah.
level all the time,
Dave was real comfortable around the guy, yeah?
and you were afraid to contact John about Dave.
He was the one person who could influence John in a positive direction, and the one person who could keep things on the right path so that it continued to benefit the sport and it continued to benefit Dave.
Standard's birthday party, April 8th. We got the Eagle, the Thomas Kazuchi.
Also, have they discussed why they call him the Eagle?
I don't think so.
John was this wealthy man, and then he was also like a scared kid, you know, that never really had a job, and you know, and you could see that, you know, that he wanted to be part of the team, he wanted to be one of the guys.
I'm sure that's not going to come up again.
Loving mother. And the rest
Put your party hats on.
We don't have hats.
He's trying to lose a little weight so he can soar a little high.
Just to be that guy at the party. What does it have everyone have party hats? Like, no one bought heart. What?
They should have hats. Wait, stop. Let's go get hats.
What's a party without the little hats? I like the hats.
Get the hats.
That's a difficult question to answer. You assume one thing and I know something else.
Oh, great point.
What?
I meant fucking nothing.
He was a real good social.
How could you not love this guy? Come on.
I mean, it's pretty obvious he's dissociated from reality at the beginning of all this. So that was him being like, well, you think one thing, the truth, but I think so. I know something else. My crazy brain.
His father divorced and moved somewhere, I think.
Just rich people stuff.
He's like, you don't know how lucky you are to be able to talk to your father. I'd have to set up an appointment to see my father. And half the time he wouldn't see me anyway.
I belly flop real good.
Sounds great, but you know what? He didn't have the socialization that kids develop naturally. You know, when you're in your own neighborhood as a kid, meeting the kid next door. He didn't have that.
And that's why
He just had his mom around mostly.
that's a big problem in America right now, is I think there's generational wealth. And when there's that much wealth, it damages the future generations. But they have all this wealth and this power and influence.
Yeah, fuck it up.
Are here in this room someplace.
What?
DuPont was the real pillar keeping John on track. And then when she passed away, you know, there was a big void.
There was no one to feed him his pills and cut up hot dogs.
Anything else?
Schultzes were there on the farm, and they would come up to the big house during Christmases. They were the family to John at that point in time.
Alexander, how do you like turtle soup? How do you like turtle
Oh, Chase don't.
Yo, I do not approve of that.
He called me directly, which he didn't call
Chase
me
is very pro turtle.
I'm very pro turtle.
and said, hey, Lindsay, I don't think we have a high chair in the house, so remember to bring a high chair. And it really warmed my heart. He wanted to make that Christmas day something nice, not only for
I would have made the kid eat on the floor. You don't have any money, kid. I have all the money. You eat on that floor.
this idea that really was trying to connect. So I felt like, I know Dave did, we kind of wanted to befriend the guy, especially if he was willing to help the sport, so you kind of felt like you should reach out to him because he's reaching out to the sport.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
get that money. Ooh, look at Stride.
John du Pont's a very generous person. He's a very giving person. I think he's I kind of look at him more as one of the athletes, I guess, than anything else.
Yeah, clearly.
He likes to do the same things we do. He likes to come in and wrestle.
Seems to be what he's pushing for.
No, it's too late then. You're used to working out with somebody who's fit and who's trying to take you apart every day in a wrestling practice, which is what you want. And you go work out with John, and he's, you know, say 55 years
Just torturing him.
old.
Stretch him out.
So,
Oh, John.
you let him score a bit.
You gonna get him.
It was kind of like play wrestling. And
Kind of like lying.
yeah, I'm hanging with these guys.
I'm just like them.
John would enter wrestling tournaments. John couldn't wrestle.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. This is what's crazy.
Dude,
Just
John, just standing straight up, John. Bend your knees, John.
I
Dude,
mean,
he
that's gotta
can't.
be so bad.
He
for,
can't start off low enough to wrestle. He's
That's got to be so bad for someone who's disassociated with reality, just to have to face it like that.
Duties were obviously that. That's why he coached John.
yeah. I'd like to know a better way to do that.
Shove his head down, then step over his head and lock.
As much as John did sports, he was never an elite athlete.
Me neither.
He could understand it, but he just down into his funny.
I didn't know bad fencing was so funny.
Yeah, it is.
I think I've only seen footage of good fencing, so
Yeah, no one shows you bad
Yeah.
fencing. That's a good point.
John du Pont wanted to be a world champion like the world champions that he employed and had in his club. And so he started a new style, essentially called the Masters.
Well, Masters wrestling. There's not a lot of guys still wrestling in your 40s and 50s.
Good news for the ones who are.
yeah, go get you a medal.
Bunch of high school wrestling coaches.
I'm the over 57 champ.
Most of your athletes have made up their mind whether they
These young ass 52-year-olds nipping on my heels
you don't have that determination, that desire. Burning desire.
to make your own league and make your own rules.
So bad to be such a great wrestler, and he couldn't do it physically.
That guy just wants to hurt him.
Yeah, he's a mean guy.
I'm gonna hurt you so bad, John.
John, you're gonna get taken down every time.
Events for these gorillas coming out to wrestle John and then rolling on their back, and John's the champion and the people are.
Oh, they're
Yeah, they're
pretending to lose.
fixed,
I
bro.
forgot about this.
They're working them. I was trying not to give it away.
And then somebody else in the farm is coming around with a bunch of cash afterward, paying the guy off.
Yeah, I'll roll around.
He was actually at the wrestling the Bulgarian champ, but actually took him down, and he thought it was real. Now a lot of the guys knew that, okay, we're doing this, and John thinks it's real. Okay, let's let him think it's real.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know if that's cool.
I don't think letting him further divorce himself from reality is a good idea.
Probably should let him get his old ass kicked right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of rich people's problem is they've never properly had their ass fucking kicked.
He loved that stuff. He was so happy. Everyone was just kind of pacifying the guy because he was good for the sport.
If you got there with that determination and that desire and that fierceness, you will win. And your future opponent will fear you.
What are we doing now? Just goose hunting?
Yeah, they brought in a bunch of birds that don't normally migrate that way, and he's gonna shoot them all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming. Then later they're gonna bring a lion right in his backyard. He's gonna shoot that. And
Right in the head.
You had to be invited, and the people
Start calling himself Hercules.
were the Newtown Square Police.
We doing that?
Not much. It's a little responsible at this point. To be honest with you, it's getting close to quitting.
Yeah.
Just waiting for a little cash in my pocket.
He lived on the estate. He was one of the tenants. He and who would be permitted to hunt on the property. John had an awful lot of friends, but I suspect that much of that was because he was generous.
no, it's because he has a great personality,
Yeah.
and he's a fierce competitor.
His opponents fear him.
And his future opponents.
He had an outdoor shooting range on the property where we went to do our firearms training.
Cool. Fund the police.
Surrounding townships if they needed it. He rode around town.
You guys want a tank or anything like that?
Can I kill a guy?
Just to be a reserve officer.
Here's the thing. What if I just give the cops a whole bunch of money?
Hunting camp set up on the property.
Does that give me any favors?
Every hunting season, we would all meet up at the hunting camp and go hunting together. Most of the hunters
It's crazy. Each one of us got our own deer. They just walked out one by one in front of us.
Yeah.
you could do so many things back there that the average
One of them was dancing on a ball like he was trained.
One of them had a sign that said, "Shoot me."
It's very strange.
John himself would hunt out of the window of his town car with a rifle.
Cool.
Illegal in the area at the time.
Yeah, it's illegal everywhere.
Everywhere at any time.
As a result of his connection with people of consequence,
Presidents, you know.
he thought he could do what he wanted. He flew the Foxcatcher flag above the American flag with the Foxcatcher
Wow.
Damn.
authority. He thought this was DuPont land.
This is the nation of Foxcatcher. And there's one rule. I win.
Being a multimillionaire are fairly obvious, but what are the disadvantages?
I can't wait to
I
hear.
can't think of one.
Disadvantage
Oh, please tell me.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
that is you are targeted by a great number of people who would like to take it away from you.
But does it actually affect you because you got so much of it?
Oh, do you have to worry about things sometimes?
He was a DuPont, and people were always after him to donate to this, to donate to that. I think you can sue
I tell you what, Let's wrestle for it.
How many people were there to use John? John, how many of you were real friends?
John versus St. Jude. Let's go. I'll,
Walk them out. I will fight
I'll
everyone.
fight everyone. Each kid I pin, I'll donate $1 million. Let's go.
You got to let me beat the kids,
You
though.
gotta let me.
Guy's got a lot of money. He's living on a big property. So to me, it was like, all right, a little paranoia was probably appropriate. You know, I think it progressed a little bit further than that.
I think so, too.
Yeah, pretty quickly, I bet. Catch them in a field. I am God. I will kill everything.
Tape it for hours on end, and then he'd sit and watch it, and it was just a still picture of the woods, and he would try to get people to buy into the things he was seeing in the woods.
Cool.
You see something moving in there.
Yeah, it's definitely Bigfoot, man.
You get a little frustrated, you know, and then you fast forward. All right, now look at this. This is where it is. You know, look at this. Do you see something moving? Or do you
No.
see, you know, a shape in there?
How could you not?
No.
I mean,
Look at it.
with that resolution.
Can I have $4,000?
I thought maybe it's a psychological
I saw it.
game he's playing.
My time is worth money.
Power set on his part. Like, I want to see if they'll just follow me and believe something. You know, when you're in that moment situation, you're like, are you serious? You know,
You can't just nod because sometimes he would mean it in psychosis or whatever, but other times he would bait you. He'd look out over the field and say, "You see those deer? They're really people dressed up as deer. They're mechanical deer, and someone's planting them there." And if you say, "Oh yeah, John, I see what you mean," he'll say, "No, they're not. They're really deer."
Okay.
All right, John.
You got me. I'm stupid.
Maybe I
I'm a big old dummy, John.
I'm so dumb, John. I think deers are mechanical.
They definitely people, John.
generally went somewhat along with it to a degree.
He lived on the fucking compound.
Whereas the Schultz, being, in my opinion, the truest friend John had, would not agree.
I can only imagine that went over well.
As we stated, Foxcatcher developed an affection for John, and Dave probably more than anybody. And Dave genuinely liked John and tried to help him.
We'd take turns staying with John, kind of watching him and making sure he was okay.
When we would do it in shifts, you know, like I'd leave at like 9:30, and after the kids would go to sleep, David and Ella would come up and they'd
Take care of all his mom.
till like 11. And it was very benign. You just sit over there and watch television, or you go down and play pool.
Did he ever notice that you guys were doing it at the same times every day?
where he was helping us be wrestlers, and we were trying to help him to
Be a person.
And, you know, that's kind of the way I always looked at it.
Did you always look at it that way?
For John, because he was so needy.
He would obsess on people and sort of want to be around that person most of the time. And so, you know, when I came,
He reminds me of Buster from Arrested Development. A little bit.
while I was there, and Dan, same kind of thing with Dan. You know, we really wanted to have Dan around. And towards the end of the time I was there, it was Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Look how tight these pants are. I'm so ready.
Time you go, Valentine's coming, sort of implied that you leave now, and Valentine's going to sit down, and I'm gonna hang with him.
Doesn't he start thinking he's Bulgarian at some point?
I think you're right.
You know, it was a lot of Valentine, you know, and the more he would obsess over Valentine, the more he would.
Even though DuPont is like the most French name imaginable.
I'm a Bulgarian.
Yeah, right there. He's wearing the jacket.
Bulgarian team, and he decided that he originally was Bulgarian,
Yeah, clearly.
was a descendant of whomever.
A Bulgarian. It's not important.
I was like, no, you're not. You're not. You guys are French. You're one of the most famous French families in the world.
I think that's why you and I have always gotten along, Chase, is that I have Baton Rouge heritage.
Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah.
Valentine Giordano and Dave and Ella were very, very good friends. So I think there was a big jealousy of Dave.
Постоянно так где-то кадету собирается такое напряжение. Вас, конечно, аз не мога да знам кой му главата.
Calm down, John.
That's normal.
Yeah, he always goes to that killing them thing, you know?
He reminds me of that that cagey kid in high
Yeah.
school that could never figure
Yeah.
being a person.
It would say
out.
shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I heard a kid say that in high
Yeah.
school.
DuPont was kind of outside the circle. He said, "Fuck the world, kill them all." I think.
We should probably let that go.
Dave's pretty good at this show.
Yeah, he could be on this.
He observed how people did like to gravitate towards Dave, and I think that sort of got to John a little bit.
John, your back's just not hairy enough.
You could just tell
You know?
when John would go through some of his like fantasies, sometimes he threw Dave in there.
You believe Dave Schultz and Rob Calabrese had a weather machine?
Why wouldn't they? They're wrestlers.
The weather?
Who else controls the weather?
Wrestlers.
They're convinced there were tunnels going into the mansion, going out of the mansion, and that Dave Schultz used these tunnels to mess with him.
It's your mansion, right?
When it was, getting
You built it first and invited people there? You think since he's been there, he built tunnels that you don't know about?
and I'd say Dave Schultz is in your wall.
I mean, this is just going to get harder because he just only gets more and more divorced from reality.
On the estate, we trusted each other. And DuPont, we trusted him up to a point, but he would hire a security firm to protect him. And he would say that he's protecting him from one of us.
Just everywhere you go on his property, a guy's got a beat on you. You're like, well,
Some friends, Secret Service, contacted me and said that John du Pont had been involved with some threats.
involved how?
So that's what prompted him to reach out to us.
His security became an issue, and that's where things got creepy.
Oh, then?
Yeah, up until here, it hadn't been creepy.
The CIA guys around him, John became super hyper paranoid.
It was tunnels, it was mechanical trees, which he thought were built by his father as props.
Why wouldn't you just use real trees? Why mechanical?
And so whether I believe it's a fact or not,
Everything's mechanical, man. The
Yeah,
deers are
yeah.
mechanical.
Why am I trying to
the
find
tr-
reason in
the
this?
trees are mechanical. They're all spying on him.
dig a hole right there.
Mechanical pine cone. Real close to the house.
And then we got ever more
It's probably got a microphone in it.
kept insisting we brought in some technical equipment and some technical people.
They would never say, "Oh, no one's in your walls. We'll go in your walls and look. We'll get X-rays. We'll knock the walls down." I'm like, why don't you just tell them no one's there? You know?
It wasn't my job to question
Wow.
what his concerns were.
It's my job to get paid.
Try to allay his fears.
Yeah, that dude was trying to get.
Truly say
Oh, that is the security guy.
Mhm.
for these reasons, or this doesn't exist.
Just got a sword.
I'll neutralize the threat. I'll knock that wall down. I'll make sure there's no bug in that wall.
John had definitely been acting worse, acting more erratic.
More erratic.
Stranger and stranger.
During that one period of time, the color black
Oh, here we go.
been bad to him.
He said that black was color death,
So what did he do?
so you couldn't wear black shirts.
Oh, no black shirts, huh?
Black horse.
Well, that's too
All
bad.
right, so start with shirts.
Had to get rid of
Oh man, a black car.
Cars, that's our okay.
Well, superstitious, I guess.
And then he fired all the athletes that were African American.
Okay.
Huh. Oh.
I d-
What's going on with this guy? How did he do something like this?
He's only racist because of superstition. What the hell?
being perceived as racist on this.
See, this is where they lose me.
Buy into that.
All these other wrestlers who stay on there, who are like, no,
Kevin Jackson was at the peak of
it's okay that he kicked all the black wrestlers off because he's still paying for me.
bad news for
Yeah, they definitely should have stood up.
Yeah, like
That's
that's
ridiculous.
That's where I'm like, well,
Greg has explained to me, yeah, he won't let me drive my black van on the property. He's kicked off Pritchard and Fisher, and then he looks at me and says, "You too." And for me, it's hard for me to believe because I'm already Olympic.
I'm an Olympic champion.
That's the last thing I expected.
Jesus.
You imagine your career being over like that? Because some crazy old rich man thinks your skin color is bad luck.
And I was just purely asking for someone to hold him accountable for his actions.
You got 4 or 5 black guys.
Oh my
kicked off
God.
a team.
Yeah, so I think
They ain't sponsored.
yeah, so I'd say
Nothing's done, nothing's said.
it's not that they can still continue to wrestle. They just don't have money backing them to train and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, right.
Warning. But in any case, for whatever reason, we didn't really do anything about it at that point.
For whatever reason.
I guess to some degree we were
What's that reason?
advantaged financially of the benefits that we were getting.
Yeah,
So
that's the reason.
Yeah, Jesus. You justified not sticking up for Olympic champions.
You know, he doesn't like black. It's pretty simple, you know?
Yeah.
It's death. It's going to cut to him in a black shirt.
I'd entertain you and Dave at the big house. Lots of fun. You know, this thing is really beautiful. Some of the colors aren't.
Someone just blasting music outside.
Yeah.
God damn.
About 11 o'clock,
Time means nothing around there.
and as we found out
It's 1:30 in the morning right now, and there's
by virtue of chemical enhancement,
I knew that he was doing cocaine because he would stay up. I mean, I'd be in his house staying. and he would
Okay, there we go.
walk in the halls, all night.
I mean, cocaine makes all this make so much more sense. I don't remember this part of the documentary.
You know, he became obsessed. I would like try and ask him about a piece of furniture, but then he would slowly get into the wood grain of the furniture and then actually seeing bugs or something or creatures.
Yeah, that's cocaine.
man, you want to talk about the furniture? That's what's going on with the furniture.
Your little slime bug friends
You don't see that sly bug?
added a golden gloss that it had. It would not have that if it had not been for them.
What? Slugs?
Slime bugs, bro.
There are all sorts of friends to go with.
He thought bugs were underneath the skin. And he would scratch them until they would bleed.
Oh, that's probably cool.
We're going, well, he's doing something. He's doing drugs. You know, and he's going crazy.
Subjectively, in my observations, yeah, it got worse and worse. He had.
No, I think that's subjective.
Yeah, subjectively.
He's the Dalai Lama.
That's a weird turn.
There were a few concerns
Just keeping your kids around him.
shared with me about John carrying a handgun
There it is.
the place, and one time I think he had seen some things in the trees. and
He saw some things in the trees.
things with the trees. He would walk around carrying it under here, you know, and it's like that.
He's got a machine gun?
So I didn't like to be around him when he was carrying his gun around.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot it.
Oh, you mean the guy who just
Oh, dude.
fires his rifle out of the window of his car? What is he doing?
Well, you see, the fence is a robot. So,
The one thing robots are weak to is bullets.
you gotta shoot it.
Where I'm shaking, going into work.
We call it the solar system at the farm. You know, the big house being the sun,
there's a group of guys that really cared about John.
Robbie and Dave were the ones that would come talk to him and say, "Are you okay? What's going on?"
We approached him and said, John, you're getting way too paranoid. We talked to Dr. Castigian about it. He said, there's probably just chemical imbalance here.
Yeah.
It could probably be fixed with medicine. And we went and told him that, and he got really mad. He's like, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me, you know. You guys just don't believe me.
Have you been wearing black?
Things just started going south real quick. And then, then he started the whole thing with Dan.
This is my house, backside. When things really started to go down, Dan was close to the center.
Can't even hunt, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was living there on the farm,
Sup?
and then
Just a cool dude.
John's
I'm gonna
over
crush this coffee.
Gonna get myself on tape.
that John wants you to move off the estate. Well, that was a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow.
Where else am I gonna film myself naked?
Dan didn't do it right away, so John had a U-Haul brought to his house and parked it in front, and it just sat there.
Move yourself and save.
Why, we got some wild maniac down this way, Ben.
I was in the weight room lifting, and he came in with a gun.
He walked up to me and he gets the gun and he points it at my chest and goes, "Don't you with me, I want you off this farm."
And I just shrunk my head. I showed him the palms of my hands. And I just said, John, I don't know what this is all about. I've only tried to be your friend.
Like, why are you trying to reason with him?
Backed up,
It's too late.
put the gun down, and then he ran back to the big house.
He came back with 2 guns.
Dan's like, DuPont just pulled a gun on me, stuck it up by his chest and said, get off the floor.
I think I'm gonna stay for a little bit longer.
But that's typical stuff.
Typical stuff.
People made a joke out of it.
Cops are like, he's crazy. He gives me a lot of money.
I mean,
Crazy guy giving me money.
I've known John a long time. He's always been a little different.
It's pretty different.
Police officer.
There was a growing number of incidents prior to this.
Yeah.
For instance, nothing serious.
It's almost like cops don't do a good job.
Huh. I never really thought about it that way.
We get woken up.
This is by far the weirdest situation I have ever seen in my life. It's new, but John, or somebody, I don't know if it's John or who, burnt down this house next door. This is weird, man. This place has turned into like a battle.
Yeah,
Dude, get
out
out
of it.
of there, you fucking idiot.
Seriously, like, is it? That's kind of what upset. Like, first, it's crazy that he just kicked all the black athletes out, and no one.
So weird.
And now,
God, it's strange.
yeah, he's basically just.
Shucks, it's just
It's like a
so hard to explain.
shark circling in the water, getting closer and closer to killing somebody.
Well, better go train.
Called USA Wrestling immediately. I flew out to Colorado to meet with them and plead, get those guys out of there.
That was the one incident where a gun was pulled, where we all asked ourselves, wait a second, maybe this is more than just eccentric behavior.
Well,
Executive director of USA Wrestling called.
good thing you got there, huh?
I need you on a conference call. We're going to debate this issue.
Let's have a debate.
Yeah, who's pro?
And the
Who's like he should stay?
digresses quickly.
Let's set up some pros and cons.
People on the board who were adamant that, hey, we need to cut ties.
We should probably just take steps to separate ourselves from John. We obviously couldn't kick him out of the sport. He was free to do whatever he wanted to do, but we could turn back his resources.
But then Dave says,
Dave, you charming bastard.
We get down to this, and Dave says,
You're all robots.
family and children.
But I like them.
I thought for one moment they were.
And I'm Dave.
I would pack up and
We're good here, right?
well, that's convincing.
Well, that's Jesus Christ himself, so.
Hey, just because. Just because he's literally firing off firearms and pointing guns at people and saying he's going to kill them. I still got my kids around the guy.
Look, I don't see what the big deal is.
I just pulled the truck back up and started loading so I could get the hell out of there.
This is David Schultz. Surfer Dan Shea just fell off the wave. Clean, huh? Looking good.
Clean.
Looking good.
Dave said, it's just John, I think he just was fixated on you and, tried to move
It's probably over. You'll, it's just that one time. Don't be so weird about it,
Dan took that movie van, he filled it up and took it, and left his van over at Dave's house, and that caused all kinds of problems.
Now, John is focusing on Dave's house, on Dave. Like, why is the truck there? What's in the truck? Who knows what went through his mind?
What do you call a baby mouth? Does she have a mouth like a baby?
Some of the people who work security for DuPont informed him that Shea was on the property. And DuPont got high or drunk or both and went to David's home with a rifle
Oh, boy.
looking for Shea.
He did come down to the house carrying a shotgun, was drunk, and then as soon as he came in the door, Dave just stopped me at the front door and said, John, you can't come to my house like this, especially not with a gun. Give me the gun. And John gave him the gun, and John was so drunk he fell down. He just stumbled and fell down. He hit his head on a windowsill and cut his head open. We had to call the doctor and have him stitched up.
I bet a head injury will help.
Yeah.
This is only going to make things better.
Yeah, a little CTE.
In the morning, he woke up. What happened? What's going on? Looked like Raging Bull, Couldn't open it. Big puffed up. And he said, "What's it look like?" I said, "It looks like you got hit with a bat."
And from that, DuPont manufactured
He manufactured a story.
and wanted the police to look into it. And I think he went to the state police as well as the local police.
Going straight to the FBI.
Really put Dave in a bad situation because they went down to question Dave, and he said, "No, that's not true. Dan was here for about 10 minutes and left." When they found out what had occurred, they just kind of sat on it for a while. There was no criminal activity on the part of Shea, who wasn't even there, and none on the part of David Schultz. But
Just guy being weird.
began to bear hostility towards David, feeling that he betrayed him, and the relationship with David began to deteriorate right at that point.
It was so strange and too much weirdness. There's just no reason to live in an environment like that.
Right.
And we had a little conflict over it even. I'm sorry, but I'm drawing the line in the sand. We're going to leave. And then Dave started saying, well, we'll move to California as soon as the Olympics are over.
We were 6 months away from Olympic trials, and Dave, he was like 37, I think. So for him, this is his last chance to be on an Olympic team and win another gold medal.
A lot of us put a blind eye to any dangers.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, no kidding.
Pursuing your dream, It was more or less a game of, John being paranoid and us helping him, and so
Just a cool environment.
John loved Dave. He loved Dave, and then Dave also became like this demon that was after him. He got madder and madder and madder.
He's still wrestling. He's
I
just
mean-
drunk and high on cocaine.
I mean, he's undefeated, so
I mean, why wouldn't he be wrestling?
Tunnels, the spying on him, everything else. He came to the determination that Dave was responsible for it. And he was going to do something about it.
Storm of 96. It's still snowing. It's been snowing straight for 24 hours. This is the scene at Foxcatcher Farms. There's Dave's window. You can't even see out of Dave's office windows. Nobody can go anywhere. Dave went to borrow the plow from the dairy people.
Man, when you're right, you're right, when you're right, you're right. Get that
Yeah.
on camera. That's great.
What do you think of the snowstorm, Danny?
Dave was in the gym that morning, came into my office. He had kids, Kids,
Thank you for spelling it.
on his forehead.
Oh,
And I said, kids? Why'd you write kids on your forehead, David Marker? He's like, oh, that's to remind me I have to pick the kids up at school.
that's not why.
And I said, Dave, you don't seem like the kind of guy that's going to be looking in the mirror a whole lot, so why would you write it there? So he said, that's why I wrote it here, too. And he had it written in his hand, kids.
Dave, I don't know if you're all there, man.
No, I mean, I think why he did that was so if John tried to shoot him, he had something to remind John that he had kids, or of his kids.
Oh, I took it as like he's been wrestling. He's got like head injuries and is losing his memory and stuff.
I got there
No, I think
and see John
he was terrified.
Huh.
on the property. Says there's a lot of trees down and some damage to the fences and so forth. He says, let me take you around and show you. And he comes out with a camera and a pistol, which was a little unusual. So we're driving around. He's showing me where trees fell and so forth. We go to the right, to the backside of the property where Dave's house was.
We were having lunch in the house, and we heard a car pull up. So Dave kind of walked over here, and he said, it's John. So John pulled his car up right about here.
As Dave walks up, John picks the pistol up and immediately swings it out the window and shoots Dave.
Fuck. That
Wow.
quick? Does it matter? Get your fucking ass over here.
You know, John's just kind of like that.
You know, he's different.
Man, this sucks.
And so I just remember rolling him over, and he was doing this thing that he used to do when he was training real hard. He was going, like trying to concentrate, like trying to keep himself alive. And all of a sudden he just stopped breathing. And I said, I love you, and I gave him a kiss on the forehead. And he died.
Fuck.
He died right then.
Yeah.
My first reaction was, I said, John, what are you doing? As I got out of the seatbelt and proceeded to get out of the car, he threw the car in reverse and fled. He had gone back to the house and said, police will be coming. Don't let them in.
You're my security.
It's your job to fight the police. I gave the police a lot of money, so they're going to have some pretty big weapons.
We knew that he had a variety of weapons, a lot of handguns, rifles. We knew that one end of the mansion was a combination library safe room. And
Of course, they had a safe room.
that could be used to hold up ends, so to speak. I guess the news spread fast. I think John shot somebody. They're
They're saying it might be Dave.
Okay, so they were messing around, and gun might have fell and hit Dave, and he's going to the hospital. And
Bardzo krótko. Jeśli da se прибирай да видя и само в саморек дано да оживее Dave това беше.
I was just briefed at the command center. Negotiations are ongoing. Situation is status quo. They have made contact with Mr. DuPont.
Just talking.
His Holiness. The thing you don't understand is I am God.
A bizarre story has been unfolding for hours in a wealthy Pennsylvania suburb. It involves a violent murder and a heavily armed standoff with police. It also involves the heir to a huge fortune, a DuPont, who has turned his estate into a massive fortress.
We found out it was Dave. We went in, emergency room was like, where's Dave Schultz? And she's like, he's gone. I'm like, well, where did they take him? She's like, no, he's gone. And nobody knew nobody said anything. Just shocked and speechless.
After I left the hospital, they had to take me straight to the police station where I had to start giving a statement about what happened. All I could think about is I want to get home to my kids because they didn't know yet.
Yeah, what were the kids doing?
Jesus, yeah.
That's really weird with the police.
My mom got home and brought me and my sister upstairs and all the other.
Oh, buddy.
I always hate this in documentaries.
What?
Whenever like kid's like parent dies, whenever they're like 4,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they talk to 23-year-old kid. He's like, it's like, yeah, it's my first real memory as a child. Actually, I don't remember much before that.
It's one of the darker moments of my life. I'd like to relive
They
it.
kind of
one
define
time.
me as a person. And
Felt like hours.
We intend to wait as long as it takes to resolve this problem without anyone else being injured.
We don't want to kill DuPont. He has a lot of money.
and we got to keep that in mind.
Sunday, it was kind of unprecedented that a SWAT situation would go this long.
Last evening at approximately 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., negotiations with Mr. DuPont continued. Phone call with Mr. DuPont was extremely cordial and positive, and that was the last contact with Mr. DuPont.
Oh, you had a nice conversation?
Go to bed at that particular time. And,
Did you tuck him in?
negotiations or contacts with Mr. DuPont ended at 9 o'clock last night.
Right?
I wish I had a better answer than I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe because he's paying your bills?
We tucked him in and kissed him on the forehead and said, we'll try again tomorrow.
Okay.
They wondered if DuPont and the police had perhaps developed too chummy a relationship.
You think so?
Several years ago, we were all
Oh, a long time ago.
practicing on the
I can barely remember it, honestly.
Oh, no, ma'am. I've never shot a gun with Mr. DuPont at all.
I don't believe that.
I can't disclose that. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, is that personal for some reason? Or why would that be private?
Yeah.
As you well know, Delaware County response teams have been working under very, very difficult situations with the weather. Heat was, in fact, turned off to the DuPont mansion late Friday evening.
Freeze him out.
At this time inside the mansion.
Yeah, why would anybody get hurt? is up with that?
Then over the radio, you hear, he's coming out, he's coming out. He then exits the back door of the property and starts walking towards the greenhouse. An officer came out from behind a tree, started giving him commands. He kind of threw his hands up and then put them down and then up and kind of turned back towards the house.
A fast officer by the name of Officer Lund chased him down.
Hey, it didn't have to be that fast. I saw the dude wrestle.
Yeah, he was never a great athlete.
Tonight, the nearly 50-hour standoff on the grounds of the DuPont estate in Delaware County has ended. John du Pont walked out of his mansion and was apprehended by police. He is in jail tonight, charged with murdering wrestler Dave Schultz.
Yeah, it's tough.
It was very surreal. There's almost a fogginess around some of the memories that it doesn't feel like, it's almost like an out-of-body experience. You almost feel like you're watching it or something. Completely not knowing which end is up, and life had fallen apart. Life had literally fallen apart.
I'm angry. I wish could have seen it coming, or could have did something.
If there's only a sign, you know.
It's just sad that Dave hadn't died.
Had he ever pulled out a gun before? Erratically?
You know, the sport was shocked back to reality that, well, this happened. Everybody who knew Dave, everybody who knew what was going on, everybody who had some thought of what might be going on, we all have some part to blame, some guilt to carry.
If Dave had left, well then, like, who's gonna keep it together? I'm sure he felt a responsibility also to people like me, who he like basically pledged to me that everything will be fine. DuPont will do what he says. We're gonna train to make the Olympic team. So
Damn.
Wow.
He achieved everything there was to achieve in wrestling. And most of all, and you've heard it repeatedly, he was a great friend to his teammates and really to everyone that he knew.
I felt like Dave was his best friend. But I also acknowledge he had about 1,000 of those best friends. That anybody who developed a relationship with Dave, that's how you felt. You know, you felt like the most important person to Dave. It was really a unique skill.
My best friend.
I have the opposite skill.
Stay with me. It was the sixth best year of my life.
What's that kid got?
Just a little Nerf ball.
Stories about him and getting to know him and who he was, I don't. That's the shittiest part.
Let's get some spaghetti there.
Everybody has to. They all demanded a meal before they sat down for an interview.
I like that. That's a slick move.
And the authorities will conduct a thorough investigation and bring him to justice.
But what's crazy is that's not what actually happened. What actually happened is the director said, "Man, we need to put a bowl of spaghetti next to him while he does this."
Or at the most said, don't move that bowl of spaghetti. Which is a really weird choice
What
to
a
make.
weird, yeah.
I didn't
But you
notice
know
that.
what though? I've watched this documentary probably 3 or 4 times. I've never noticed that spaghetti there.
That's what That's what
So-
this show is for, man.
That might have just been them fucking with him. Like, we could put anything in the shot, they're not gonna pay attention. That's
Yeah,
how
no
serious
one's gonna
it
see
is.
the spaghetti.
No. We could put a stuffed panda right next to him. No one would even notice that panda.
That guy's crazy. He's insane.
It's like the rescuers down under.
Right after that took place, and there were camps. I mean, there was definitely 2 camps.
Who was
What's
on?
John's side?
Yeah, who was that?
Because he fucking shot one of his brothers.
Yeah, he killed his best friend in front of his kids and wife in cold blood.
Contacts all of us and wants us to come in and meet with him in his office.
No.
I got offered to come back to be the athletic trainer. We want to start Foxcatcher up again.
Fuck off.
Respect to Dave and Nancy, and
Can you imagine that?
double your salary.
We killed the last guy. You want the job?
I wanted to walk out right then. I couldn't even look at the guy.
Yeah, no shit.
Does he think we're that stupid?
Well, you're still there.
Nancy wanted everybody to desert, basically. She certainly didn't want him supported by us.
Yeah, that seems right, doesn't it?
Hey, can I ask you guys for a favor? And I know this is a big ask, but he killed my husband. So could you not take his side?
I had a house there. I couldn't really leave.
Yeah, you could.
Everybody's got to make their own decisions. I could have stayed. A lot of people did stay.
That's crazy.
And some days he couldn't train because he had to go to trial, right? Or
Yeah.
Or fuck, I mean, who's running it? Well, I mean, for people to hang around still.
Those naked kids.
Man, put some clothes on them babies.
Can't keep clothes on those babies.
Go make some money so you can clothe these kids.
Okay, Tig, you're on.
I don't think it was like any dark intentions or like I don't know how DuPont get free or anything like that. But I understood that if the right motivating factors are there, people can be temporary. You know, in your life, no matter how big they are, for a moment, they can be temporary.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's spaghetti.
Yeah.
There's not even any sauce on it.
All I'm seeing is this dry spaghetti.
It does look dry.
I'd never been involved in a case where there was that much financial support. We were able to do focus groups. We did 2 of them. We had some of the best psychiatrists probably in the world.
What do they say?
They said, yeah, you shot him.
But it's because they thought he was God and Dave was the devil. So, I mean, what would you do?
I mean, I think we cleared this up here.
And from that day forward, he grew a long beard, he grew his hair long, and you've got the jury seeing him being wheeled in and out of court, looking more and more disheveled and crazy with each passing month.
Crazy like a fox catcher.
Very, very concerned.
Ooh.
Yeah, got that in there.
If the jury of 6 men and 6 women finds DuPont not guilty by reason of insanity, he would be held in a mental hospital until doctors decided he was no longer a danger to society.
How much money is that going to take? Dude.
Oh, the justice system.
The jury deliberations were excruciating. Anytime you try a case, you're hoping that the jury is going to come back relatively quickly. But they kept asking questions and kept deliberating.
I was scared that he was going to get out and come kill us. Because I don't know why he did it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, that would be terrifying as a kid. Just like, I thought he was a family friend. He killed my dad for no reason. I
Yeah,
don't
just
understand.
drove up, shot him.
Yeah, that's like a boogeyman for you.
Why would you want to say that to him?
Yeah, I don't understand.
He's a monster.
He's gonna kill again.
Defense attorneys. I only like defense attorneys whenever their clients are innocent.
That's where Chase stands on
That's where I
defense attorneys.
stand. Whenever they're obviously guilty and they still argue, it fucking drives me crazy.
Good. Where'd they get that idea? Today.
This time.
Yeah. Good for you, Nancy.
It is comforting to know that DuPont is not above the law, and he must now be held responsible for David's murder. I'm relieved that the criminal trial is over. I look forward to returning to California and focusing my attention on my family.
Got that money.
When he was in prison, John du Pont had a bunch of pieces of property painted black here on the estate. The houses were painted black.
Symbolism.
Basically, it was just because he was depressed and everything, so he just painted the estate to look like he was suffering in the prison.
What an asshole.
Was flying to Chicago and someone had a newspaper next to me, and in the newspaper it said, John du Pont dies in jail at whatever age he was at. And I was like, can I see that?
Can I frame that?
I was relieved.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to worry about it anymore. I didn't want him to sit in jail for the rest of his life.
Can you imagine the nightmares you would have?
So sad because everyone was so happy that he died. And I just thought it was so unfair. I mean, when my dad died, everyone mourned. And this guy never had anybody to love him. And then he died and everyone's happy. It's just sad.
Crazy world. A lot of emotions.
Yeah, I'm going to give a little pushback. I'm going to
Yeah.
say he had a lot of people love him. He had fucking rich family that
Yeah, he had a rich family.
supplied for him.
It was just never enough for him, is what I
he
would
had,
say.
yeah, he had all these people around. I mean, even if they are taking advantage of him to some degree, they clearly cared about him. Even after they fucking killed his buddy, they're still, even in this documentary, kind of taking up for him and being like, he's just, yeah, pet that puppy.
Well, they kind of said you abandoned him. But maybe that's cultural. Oh, back to the beginning.
We made it.
Why would you? I would never want to go back.
And then this is our room over here. It's really falling apart. These are boxes when we first moved in. Look, there's Alexander's bedroom.
Yeah, I also think like It's okay for people to be happy when a monster is gone.
Yeah.
I think that dude really did terrorize all those people, and
Well, it's taking advantage of vulnerable people too. It's
yeah,
people in a profession that after a certain amount of time, you gotta either spend all your money just to be able to maybe continue to compete in it,
that's true.
and you got a guy that's gonna swoop in and say, "Hey, I'll take care of your whole family."
Yeah, if anything, I do feel like this documentary tried to paint him kind of in a, I don't know. They definitely didn't go as hard on him as they could have.
No,
They could have really
they
demonized
held
that
back
guy.
until the end. Really, we did it.
Yeah, you guys. I don't think any of you are still here. Maybe Brian.
No, they're here,
Hey,
man.
Brian.
They definitely here. It's a good documentary.
This is a good documentary. Well, thank you guys all for checking in. If you're still here, guess what? That's the word, baby bird.
Woo!
And you can find this on YouTube. I gotta set my website back up to get this going as a podcast again. But you can check this out on YouTube, which I don't know why I'm saying that, because obviously you're listening to it on YouTube. It's the only place to
Keep doing
hear
this.
it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the only thing I have going for me at this moment. I have a YouTube channel, and I have a Twitter at Travis is Joking. I got a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to try to build that up in lieu of me performing. So, yeah, I would appreciate your support there. Chase, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, buckettheduggets.com. Go there and click on everything. Subscribe to everything.
Oh, yeah, and check out TravisNelsonComedy.com. I just redid my website, too. All right, thank you guys so much for checking in with us. Come back next time. We're gonna keep doing this because we have shit else to do. So maybe I hope that this will help you through whatever the rest of this pandemic is gonna be like. So let's just watch a bunch of documentaries together.
I like it.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.